Do you believe that President Trump is honest?
He is the commander-in-chief of the United States of America, and not only is he keeping this country safe, he is keeping this world safe.
It's a simple question, which you didn't answer.
He is
okay, thank you.
Sydney Kamlager-Dove presses Pam Bondi in a tense hearing over President Donald Trump's honesty.
Do you know what else Trump has said? He has said he has cut gas prices by 1,400%. False. That he won the 2020 election.
Actually, gas is down to $1.99 a gallon, thanks to
President
Trump.
That he didn't know Epstein.
Maybe $5 in California.
It's my time, Mr. Chair. That he sent water to LA during the wildfires. False. That Governor Westmore of Maryland called him the greatest president of his lifetime. False. So many tales, too many to keep up. But I want to go back to what he said about Tim Walz. Do you agree that President Trump undermined public trust in law enforcement by suggesting that Governor Walz was involved in the Hortman murders?
I am not familiar with that statement.
Well, that is a disappointing response, and it is also why your office and Donald Trump have zero credibility, because I know, and you know, it was a right-wing extremist who murdered the Hortmans, and you and the president are being dishonest with the American people. Last fall, after the horrific shooting of Charlie Kirk, President Trump was asked if there were extremists on both the left and the right. And his exact words were, "I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less. The radicals on the right oftentimes are radical because they don't want to see crime. The radicals on the left are the problem, and they're vicious, and they're horrible, and they're politically savvy." Do you agree with this statement? You're taking too long, Madam Attorney General. But you know the answer, because your own department has addressed the question. In 24, the DOJ's research arm issued a report on domestic terrorism, stating that the far number of far-right attacks continues to outpace all other types of terrorism and domestic violence extremists. The DOJ published the report, and after the president made those comments, the DOJ took the report down. And I sent you a letter asking you a simple question. Why did the Justice Department remove the data that shows right-wing extremists have killed more innocent people than left-wing extremists?
Did you refer to immigration enforcement as domestic terrorism?
You should answer my question.
Yes.
You're on my time, but you won't. And what I am asking you to do is put the report back, restore the data. Stop scrubbing important data from your website. Stop taking down reports that you know the American people need to know about. There are violent, dangerous people out here with real threats, and the dishonesty from your agency comes from the covering up of these threats that could hurt American people and put our lives at rest. Do better. And with that, I yield back, Mr. Chair.
The lady yields back. The gentleman.
Congresswoman Sydney Kamlager-Dove questioned Attorney General Pam Bondi about a fundamental issue in government: public trust in law enforcement leaders. Kamlager-Dove began with a simple premise that honesty from officials who hold legal authority is essential for maintaining confidence in the justice system. After Bondi agreed, the Congresswoman moved quickly to a politically charged question, asking whether she believed President Donald Trump was honest. Bondi answered yes, but the exchange did not stop there. Kamlager-Dove then brought up several controversial statements she attributed to Trump, arguing that misinformation from political leaders can weaken faith in institutions responsible for public safety. She referenced a tragic Minnesota case involving lawmaker Melissa Hortman and her husband, saying the Justice Department's own indictment identified a right-wing extremist suspect, yet Trump had suggested a different theory publicly. The deeper issue behind the confrontation was not just about one statement or one investigation. Experts often warn that when political leaders question or reinterpret ongoing criminal cases, it can blur the line between law enforcement facts and political messaging. Kamlager-Dove also pointed to a Department of Justice report on domestic extremism that she says was removed after Trump commented on political violence, raising concerns about transparency and whether data about extremist threats is being publicly maintained. Moments like this highlight how congressional hearings are not just oversight sessions, but also a battleground for shaping public narratives about crime, extremism, and accountability inside the federal government. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like and share button and subscribe for more clear explanations of major political moments, because the story behind the headline is often where the real truth lives.